up now on 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Newton. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On 1st and 10, Newton. And going deep for Hill. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. T.J. Hockenson, 68 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Max Crosby, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing is Jackson. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll give it to Chubb. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Newton's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Newton now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Budda Baker with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They go with Chubb on second down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now, that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. A give. This is Chubb. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Max Crosby able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Shepard. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, 40 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now Newton. Steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Newton now to throw. Completes it to the fullback Ham. And he's able to get up here to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there for the Raiders.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. On first down, Newton. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on third down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play.
Touchdown Raiders! Adam Thielen, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Completes this again to Shepard.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now Chubb on 1st down, able to work his way forward for about 5. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Yards remain on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
This defense needs a big play the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Throwing now is Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.